Let's got here, and it's time to talk about Dandadan Evil Eye versus Okarun rematch. And we finally have the fight picking up from last week, then a bit of the aftermath with the entire arc and building up a bit in the next one. But this episode is focused on Evil Eye and how he integrates with the group. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, picks up straight from last week, we have Evil Eye versus Okarun. Let's break down a bit the fight, but before we get into the actual fight, I do have to say, was it too short or is it just me? I kind of expected it to be a bit longer. Of course, I'm not wanting Dragon Ball style episodes have 50 episodes until they do something, or even here I'm not asking for 3 episodes or something like that, but I don't know, maybe a few minutes more or something, building up with the fight here. Been a long time coming. I do like the conclusion though, but kind of wanted it to be a bit longer in a way. Just, I was excited going in, speed ran the fight there, it was great going back and forth, but then I was like, wait, that's it? Okay, I guess, cool fight, look great, animation and so on, but yeah, that's sure. But anyway, let's get into the fight, break it down a bit. There when they clash there, Evil Eye being able to block the double punch that he got beaten with last time there, the stalemates between them, the kick and the punch, the speed clash back and forth there, and the double punch again to the gut here, dodging the barrier from Evil Eye. But what stole the show a bit during the fight was Okarun actually going full throttle. There felt like a demon, honestly, when he went ham after him. Like, yeah, he speed ran the fight here. He definitely won that. And unfortunately, the loser was the house, because the house gets obliterated in the process of beating Evil Eye. And this was just the start of the episode. That's why I'm saying, damn, the fight was really quick, honestly. I know it's based on speed and Okarun has Turbo Granny's powers, and with speed he trained last episode with the composers here, but I still wanted a bit more back and forth between them, clashing a bit more. And even what was probably my favorite part in this episode, honestly, Evil Eye is quickly becoming a great character here. How much fun he was having during the fight, and that's why I was like, just give him a bit more. I know you have him, he's enjoying it so much there, but yes, it's understandable. Okarun already transformed once, he was at his limit, he couldn't transform anymore. But after this, Evil Eye gets back up after he got slammed into the house. He wants to fight more and more and more, but Okarun not being able to transform, like, how is he gonna do this? Are we gonna have him being able to do it 3 times in a day? Are they all gonna step in there? But Okarun just bluffs his way, and he came up with a plan and starts bullying a bit. Evil Eye saying, I don't want to bully the weak. It's enough. You're already lost. You're too weak for me. You're too weak. No, I'm strong. No, I'm strong. Just more and more showing that Evil Eye is kind of like a kid at heart. He actually has the mentality and the mental capacity of a kid, not an actual evil doer, villain, mastermind, and so on. He's a kid with immense power. He hasn't fully developed mentally there, and the bickering was actually quite fun, and they kind of make a deal. Okarun having this plan to get the flashback of him wanting to overwhelm Evil Eye, and then after that be his playmate, actually make friends with him. And I actually liked that moment, but this would have been nice because the fight longer, and then we see the flashback here, and maybe next episode we get what happened here in school, which we're gonna get to that. And I managed to talk no jutsu in a way, Evil Eye, and I did like the conclusion there. But he makes a deal with the android. I'm gonna give you my android, actually goes fully naked. They wanna destroy all humans. Hold on to this, we're gonna fight 1 time per week. After school, Okarun with the plan, and Evil Eye agrees. He was actually really excited for that. But then Gigi's back to normal, and he's fully naked. And from the back, Seiko, nice cock, bro. I'm like, wait, what? Huh? Sure, I guess, Seiko. Seiko, great character there. But yeah, this is pretty much the conclusion for the fight. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit disappointed. Like I said, I wanted it to be longer. It makes sense. Everything got resolved nicely here. Okarun Monde proved himself. They cooked really hard when he went demon mode there. Evil Eye is looking like he's gonna be a fun character here, and revealing that he sees murder as a playing thing, playing with humans. He probably doesn't have the concept or meaning. He doesn't fully understand right from wrong, and I'm hoping they're gonna open his eye and help him grow and develop now that he's slowly being integrated into the group, because he's like a kid. You can't expect a kid to have the same morality and understanding as adults have over the world, and even teenagers here. He's really a kid there. So yeah, they have Evil Eye under control now. Then we get to see a bit of the aftermath of everything. Gigi's parents are back. Everybody goes on their own way, and I like the cute moment there between Okarun and Momo. Like, Okarun, yeah, I'm gonna go see her tomorrow, and Momo, is that all? Is that all? She wanted a bit more there. That was a cute moment. And then Ira steps in, of course. They start beginning. The dynamic between the characters is great, great here. But then the realization, after everybody leaves, reality sets in. They probably forgot and it kind of slipped their minds. So they look back. Oh fuck, the house. The house, yeah, is gone. They're gonna have to find a way to deal with that. But they decide, fuck it, let's relax a bit. It's not gonna go anywhere, and I like that mentality. What else are you supposed to do? After everything that happened, they needed a moment to let everything settle, and they decide to go to the bathhouses. They relax, massage everything, and of course they used all of their money. But also like the discussion between Momo and Seiko. How much Seiko is pushing herself for everybody, even though she puts up this top front there, and Mom saying, hey, don't force yourself, let's work a bit together. She didn't even want to take money from Momo with her part-time job there, and Mom was like, don't overextend yourself. And yeah, shows how much parents, grandparents do for their kids and those they care about here. But after this, the alien shows up, the Kappa guy there, but they don't know it's him, but it's his friend, or I don't know, are they really friends? I don't even think they can understand each other. They kick instantly the new alien guy, Lodris. And it's Okarun, Ira, Kappa, they're all there, and that poor guy gets kicked. But the Kappa translation is like, he enjoyed being kicked by a beautiful lady. Is he one of my people? I enjoyed that also. Seiko kicked me. But he was actually kind of mad in the background, so I don't really think he enjoyed it. He was throwing a tantrum. So are they really friends? Or they don't? I don't think they understand each other. But hey, his Lodris is there to help with the house, and they have nano skin material. It's kind of like a technological clay. You can make it into whatever you imagine. It reads your brain waves, and they're able to rebuild the house there pretty easily. So that worked out in the first. That's why I'm saying this episode kind of solved pretty much everything. The only thing that's missing is Okarun's balls, and we're going to get to that. And also I like the moment when Okarun said, felt bad seeing the house broken down, because he kind of sees it as his own house after being pretty much there all the time here, and that also touched Momo here. But yeah, after that we have transition, and I didn't expect Gigi's parents, when they showed up and when we first saw them in the hospital, seemed like nice, calm, cool, collected, civil people. But then you start to wonder, how did Gigi turn out the way he is, kind of outspoken and so much. But then it's revealed that his mom is kind of crazy, especially a crazy driver. Like the way she was driving, they're there heading to help with rebuilding the house. They didn't know it got fixed out. Damn, she's crazy. I don't want to be anywhere near when she's driving. But after this, we see them heading home and to school, and Gigi talking to Momo. And he reveals he's able to turn a bit into Evil Eye, and he's keeping his promise, Evil Eye not hurting humans, and so on, kind of forming a bit of a connection between them. But He drops an interesting question. Kind of stun locks, freezes, and puts Momo into shock. She stopped functioning. She didn't compute anymore. Are you in love with someone? And she froze fully. Like, it took her a minute there to come back to reality, and then no, full denial. No, not. What did you say to me? That didn't have any effect. That was a fun moment there, but then they get interrupted by schoolmates of them happy that Gigi is back in school, and they kind of give him a juice, and he transforms into Evil Eye and starts going, I'm gonna butcher everybody, even though he enjoys the juice, and Momo kind of has to babysit him. They run out of every worm, food, juice, liquids, anything they can turn him back. So Evil Eye goes to school kind of and throws a tantrum there. He can't use chopsticks, threatens to butcher everybody. So that was a fun moment. First day in school back, and you're kind of a killer ghost. It's Gigi. And he even goes after the ball when they were on the field there training and playing football. He scores, but he scores punching the ball, and then he starts scolding with the school kids, with the footballers. They actually get thrown into the goalpost. So yeah, he's a menace. He's a menace there. And after this, Momo's friends drop in, and they say there's this viral thing going around, this golden ball ghost. So yeah, probably gonna head and finally find the missing ball of Okarun next arc. But this episode pretty much ties everything with Evil Arc. Of course, it's gonna take some adaptation for him to fully integrate into the group, and remember, he's still a kid mentally and so on. I liked this arc, the action was great. My disappointment, like I said at the start of the video, just wanted and expected the fight to be a bit longer, at least a few minutes more, not just bam, one done. We're over with this rematch here. And I'm excited to see where the series is gonna go next. Maybe we're gonna get his ball, but I don't think it's gonna be that simple considering everything that has been happening so far. So I'm excited for next episode. Let me know in the comments below. Am I wrong? Was the fight too short? And what do you think so far with this arc? As always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Dandadan. I'm gonna see you again on the next one. Bye bye.